Hello dear students, today's lesson is Unit 3. How do we know what's the best? Here's the list of the vocabulary you have for today. Artist, a person who practices a specified activity. A word, give or order the giving of something as an official payment, compensation or price to someone. A word, something official. Behavior, the way in which one acts, especially towards others. Blog, a regularly updated website or web page, typically one run by an individual or small group that is written in an informal style. Competition, the activity or condition of striving to gain or win something by defeating other, and the verb is compete. Engaging, occupy or attract someone's interests or attention. Judge. Judge is a public officer appointed to decide cases in a law court or a person who decides the result of a competition. A judge in a football, for example. Musician. A person who plays a musical instrument, especially as a profession, or a person who is musically talented. A thing given the word. A thing given in recognition of service, effort, or achievement. Like when you study hard, your mother or your father rewards you. Rewards you means like as a reward, he'll take you out. Your father will take you out. Or get you a present or something. This is a reward. The difference between reward and a word is something official, something that you win, مثلا on TV, or then like the Nobel Prize or any other prizes, official. In the word, it's an informal way to reward someone. Like you, when you do your homework, I'll get you candies. Special offer. A thing such as a product that is designed or organized for a particular occasion or purpose at one time. Special offer, like in any other shop, any shop you go to buy something, you will have a section there that says special offer. There's a discount. These items are on sale. How to make comparisons in English. Make comparisons. Let's move on to the grammar lesson. We use comparative adjectives to compare two or more people, places, or things. Like, we use than in sentences with comparative adjectives, like Mount Kilimanjaro is higher than Mount Fuji. Higher than. We use a lot or much to modify comparative adjectives. Like, math is a lot more difficult than history. I'm using here a lot to emphasize, like it's very, very easier than history. History is much more difficult than IT. We use less the adjective than, or not as the adjective as for negative comparisons, like silver is less expensive than gold. Less expensive, and gold is more expensive than silver. Or I can say silver is not as expensive as gold. You can either use less expensive than or not as expensive as. It gives the same meaning, which is gold is more expensive than silver. We use as adjective as to say that things, places, or people are equal. Like, don't worry, you are as good as the other team. Or Ahmed is as tall as Muhammad. They are both tall equally. We use the superlative adjectives to express extremes, like he's the tallest, he's the shortest, he's the fattest, he's the thinnest. We use the before the superlative adjectives. Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world. For shorter adjectives, we can use ER to compare. We usually form the comparative with ER. We usually form a superlative with EST, like we said in the other, let's go back to Mount Kilimanjaro is higher than, higher. We added ER to high. So it became higher when I compare between two things, comparative. A superlative, like here, Mount Everest is the highest. We added EST to the adjective. The short adjectives. Most adjectives we have short, shorter, the shortest. We have adjectives ending in E. So we said nice, nicer, we add R, only R, not ER. Nicest, we add ST, not EST, because we already have an E. Ending in one vowel, like the plus one consonant, like hot. We double the T, then ER. We double the T, then EST. If I have an adjective that ends with a consonant plus Y, like easy, we turn the Y into an I and then add the ER. Easy becomes easier, becomes the easiest. For long adjectives, we have a different rule. We form the comparative with more plus the adjective. We do not say nice, nicer. We say, for example, expensive, more expensive. We use more instead of adding ER to the adjective because it's long adjective. We form a superlative with the most and adjective, like here. My phone is more expensive than your phone. Expensive is a long adjective, so we added more. When I want to make expensive in the superlative form, we say it's the most expensive. So we have more and most for long adjectives. More for the comparative, most for the superlative. Some adjectives are irregular, of course, like if we have irregular verbs, why don't we have irregular adjectives? Like good, for example, you can't say gooder or goodest or more good. We say good, better, the best. Good is an adjective. In the comparative will be better, in the superlative will be the best. Bad, it will be worse in the comparative and the worst in the superlative. Far, farther, and farthest. We can also have superlatives with the least, like the opposite of the most. If you want to say the most difficult test I have ever taken, you can say the least difficult. It means it wasn't difficult at all. Like here, difficult, less difficult, and the least difficult. This is the least expensive phone in the store. It's not expensive at all. But if I say it's the most expensive phone, it means it's very, very expensive. We form comparative and superlative adverbs in two ways. Comparative and superlative adverbs, like quietly. It will be more quietly and most quietly. Easy, more easily, or the most easily. Adverbs with the same form as the adjectives. The adjective. We have fast, we have faster, we have fastest. Hard, harder, the hardest. We just add ER and EST, and that's it. Let's study this table by heart. These are the irregular adjectives and the adverbs and the comparative form and superlative form. Good, well, better, the best. Bad, badly, worse, the worst. Hard, hard, harder, the hardest. Thank you and goodbye.